This is what you saved your lunch money for. To the green. You're going to take off, and it's going to be the Moose Racing number 92 jumping out to the early advantage here. The ৱ𝑰𝑮𝑯𝑚𝑺 of number 3P going to ride in second. Danner riding in third. Then it's going to be Klauser riding in fourth. They're side by side behind him. Everybody coming around the quick off lap number 1. Stocken leading. He'll going to barrel off into turns 1 and 2. Problems for Ricky Lewis, the 41, slowing suddenly. Now going to pull it down into the infield. Tough break for the Oxnard, California racer. Unfortunately, his night going to come to an early close as we go back after it. Battle for the race lead. Here comes the 3P of Cummins up across the racetrack. He'll take it away from Stocken. Stocken trying to turn back to his inside. Couldn't get there fast enough as now here comes Brick Danner into that mix. Danner across the racetrack. He'll take over second. Stocken back to his inside now. Trying to retake the runner-up spot here as they work into turns 1 and 2. Tries the inside. Nothing happening there. Grant going to pull up on him now. The 4 running in fourth. Then it's going to be the 6 of Klauser right now running at your top 5. Try to hope lap traffic will protect the high side. Danner within a car length bounces her off of the cushion onto the back straightaway. Does he peel down to the inside? No. He'll take it back into the tire tracks of your leader as they come up on traffic. That's going to allow the 92 of Stocken to close in a little bit here. Down into turns 1 and 2. Your leaders, they have to peel down to the inside. Trying to use the high side and protect with lap cars. That time it worked for him. The 3 still there. The 39 now, he's going to try the bottom side through turns 3 and 4. Tries more to the middle. Here comes the 92 with a big run to the front straightaway. Challenge for second. Chase Stocken trying to get back into silver. He's going to hold on to bronze for the time being. Justin Grant is there on his back bumper. First through fourth, all to the back straightaway and under a blanket. Into traffic once again. Cummins able to clear. Puts a lap car between himself and the 39 of Danner. Everybody slip-sliding around here. The 92 back to the inside. Stocken trying to get back up into second as they work into turns 3 and 4. Danner going to see if he can thread the needle. Oh, look out right in front of Grant. We've got one. Kind of doing a cartwheel there. Didn't get upside down. Got her on the wall, tipped her off of the tail tank and back upright. Down to the NOS Energy start can, and we're back on our way. Clean racetrack. We'll see if Kyle Cummins can get up and run away once again here. Takes her into the high side of turns 3 and 4. Breaking rank a little bit further back. Kuhn's going to try the inside line along with Kevin Thomas Jr. and see if they can make any hay here as they work around to the front straightaway. That'll be 8th and 9th, trying to pick up some positions here. They vacate the bottom, go back to the top, that time over in turns 1 and 2. Game on, maybe, for the race lead. Danner not letting the 3P make that get away from him. Both drivers bounce off of the cushion onto the back straightaway. Danner a little bit better run this time onto the backstretch. Does he peel to the bottom? He does. Here comes the slide for the race lead. Can he get across the racetrack fast enough? Up to the cushion. Danner going to take over the top spot. Briggs Danner throws the slide to turns 3 and 4. Takes it over the 3. Going to drop back to his inside. Tries to get there. Denied. He's going to fall to second. Briggs Danner going to take off of the Kyle Cummins. Now going to have to contend with Chase Stocken. But that really allowed second and third to close in rapidly. He had a straightaway. Now it's only car lengths. As Cummins going to dive to the inside of the slower machine. Clears onto the back straightaway. Danner able to put some distance back between himself. Despite the traffic and the holdup, Cummins so far not able to make up much time on your leader. Still 1.4 seconds trailing last time, but the white flag's about to fly. Works by the Baldwin Fox number 5 here as they work onto the front straightaway. That time Cummins making up quite a bit of ground, but time is running out. Brings it to under a second. Your leader works onto the back straightaway one final time here at Tri-City. Going to make his way into turns 3 and 4 amongst lap traffic. Onto the front side of the racetrack. Checkered flag is going to fly for the 39. Briggs Danner victorious here tonight in Tri-City. Up out of the race car, the $6,000 check tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, top of the world for Briggs Danner.
Less than a week after a heartbreak at the Kokomo Speedway, lost out on a $30,000 payday in the final lap. Next race back, he parks it in victory lane with the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Car Championship. Decorating him with the Hoosier Tire neckband, the USAC medal. And Briggs, I know that one at Kokomo still is going to sting, probably maybe for the rest of your life even. But how sweet is this victory to come back next race out and secure the win with the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Car Championship?
Yeah, it's awesome. Place that we've never been to. You know, it's really cool traveling to these new places, and and running good. I knew right from qualifying it was going to be pretty sweet. I wasn't quite sure what the track was going to do there during the feature after a little bit of track work, and I felt like I started to clean off some spots, but it was so dirty it was hard to hit, so I just kept running where I felt good. You know, I gotta thank Tim and Tyler, and you know, this one's for them. They put a lot of work in after Kokomo, and you know, we just try to forget about it and move on, and you know, tonight made that a little bit easier.
You had every race leader's worst nightmare the last 5 or so laps of that race. You were buried in lap traffic. You had lap cars sliding each other. How did you manage all that craziness in the final stages of that race to eventually bring home the win?
Yeah, it's tough. I didn't feel like I could enter good following somebody, and the bottom was just so slow to try to slide somebody unless you got to run. So I lost a lot of ground trying to slide guys and not clearing them, and then you get to a stretch of 6 or 7 lap cars in a row, and you know, you don't want to wreck yourself, you don't want to wreck other guys, but you got to do what you got to do to stay out front. You know, guys like Chase and Justin, you know, they're definitely coming. So yeah, just happy for everybody involved, all the sponsors on the side of the car, E. Schneider & Sons Recycling, Boulevard Truck Repair, Ryder Racing Engines, DRC Chassis, FK Shocks, Concrete Cutting Systems, Apache Transport, Davis Brothers, all these guys that you know, make this thing go fast. We appreciate it a lot, and we'll move on to tomorrow.
From heartbreak last week to victory lane tonight, Briggs Danner wins at Tri-City Speedway. We'll send it over to Genevieve Malone with second place Kyle Cummins.